Hello, world. It's day 5 of our quantum becoming, where I'm going to do 14 days looking at our quantum evolution right now and how that works. So, day 1, I did infinite intelligence. Day 2, I did genius and innovation. Day 3, oh gosh, I can't even remember now. All kinds of wonderful things. So this is day 5. And today on day 5, we're doing the new energetics. And I would call that the new life power. Kind of the energy from the universe and creation, you might say, is a way of talking about it, I suppose. But you could talk about it in a variety of ways. So I'm going to show you all about that. But as I put in the write up for this live, I think that running on the new energetics has at least 3 major um, impacts on our lives. So the first is huge high vibe vitality. I mean, I'm 72. I'm youthing all the time. I've got lots of great energy. I run on new life power, which is the energy of the universe and creation, as opposed to just my personal energy that I get from food and sleep and sun and, et cetera, et cetera. And running on the new life power is just amazing to be able to do. Now, what does that give us? Okay, high vibe vitality, which I mentioned, that's number 1. The second is a capacity for regenerative ability with our physicality, just as I just mentioned as well, the ability to be able to youthen ourselves or feel more alive, the ability to be able to, what people would have called in the past healing, but which I would call regenerative, even miraculous capacity. When you run on the new life power, you have an incredible capacity to do things both with your own physicality as well as with the physicality of the world and others, if you're called to do that. The third thing would be an alchemical power to be able to energetically quicken, aliven people, circumstances, life, organizations, the world, the universe, etc. When you're running on the new life power, you have an extraordinary capacity to work with what I would call alchemical power. So those are the 3 pieces: high vibe vitality, regenerative physicality, and alchemical power. So now we're going to play a little bit with that, and I'll show you what I mean. So I think when I very first started into all this, which was at least 25, 30 years ago, so as I started, my understanding of energy is you had what you had, you woke up with what you got. If you were lucky, you got some more. And, you hope to be healthy, etc. And if something was wrong, you went to somebody who could help you with that, whether that was medical or healers or whatever. That's the way I saw the world, 40, 50 years ago. Now, today I see that world very differently. I think that now, when I wake up, and believe me, I don't wake up like this. I might wake up kind of groggy. So, what do? I connect myself with, and I make that permanent as well, the flow of the energy of the universe in creation. And you could do that in a whole variety of ways. I can tell you how I do it, but try it for yourself, play with it, see what works for you in terms of what's your optimum way to be able to do this. Okay, so if you want to run on the universe, the energy of the universe in creation, you kind of got to, like, again, think of something you love. I keep saying it in each video. Think of something you love, raise your vibration, expand, connect, get bigger, breathe life into you. That energy in creation, it's stars going supernovas, galaxies colliding. The universe is just full of mega energy. Why wouldn't we use some of that, to help us to run and to then help the world, the universe, to thrive? in brand new, exciting ways. And so that's how you do it. That's how I do it. But you could do it any way you want to. You might connect it from all different kinds of places. And there might be other energy sources besides just the universe in creation. It's up to you how you make those. And I think what I'm saying to you is that there is a freedom in you to innovate how you energetically occur. And that to me is so exciting. It's not like, oh, there's only one way to do it, or you only have what you got, or no. You can do all kinds of things if you just become an innovator in the world of our quantum evolution. You see? Okay, so as soon as you connect with that energy, you can feel it, and float all the way through you. Let it go through you. Let it zing up your cells. Let it run head to toe. Let it make you more healthy, more vibrant, more vital. Let it bring you alive. And then if you got loads of it, like gift it to the world. I find gifting it to the world isn't getting rid of the energy. It's like I get more because I'm gifting it. And I feel more alive and more fulfilled because I am gifting it. So that's the first part of the new energetics and life power coming from the universe in creation. Okay, how do you use that in regenerative capacity for yourself? Well, for myself, if I've got something that goes wrong, like for example, 2 years ago, I think it was Christmas 2019, just before the whole coronavirus stuff started, I was out one day walking in a shop, and I must have picked up a bug. And I could feel it. Like I was walking home along the street, I could feel it. Here it was. You know how you swallow, you go, uh-oh, there it is. And so the minute I walked in the door and got home, I like hit it with the highest vibrational frequency I could possibly manage. And I did that 5 or 6 times over maybe the next hour. And I just did whatever I needed to do to take care of myself. It never manifested, not a single bit of it. And I had a friend the other day who's had a real problem with her leg, and I said, did you run the energy from it? She said, oh, I forgot. Because this isn't just like a particular type of energy, like this modality or that modality. It's like if you're working with the new life power wants you to be more alive, more healthy, more well, more fit, more brilliant. And it contributes to all those things as it runs through your body. So let's say that I hurt myself in some way. Let's say I maybe did a cut or something. And I would just, you see, I wouldn't just like this. I would like, and I would see it just becoming whole. But it's the life power energy I would be using in order to do that. And I don't call that healing, because in order to call it healing, I would have to assume something's wrong in order to be fixed. I call that regenerative capacity, or even the regenerative miraculous, because it could just go and almost, be next to nothing or disappear, which is quite incredible, actually. And that leads us to the third piece, which is alchemical power. Okay, so for example, there was a time, I would say 20 years ago, maybe even 22, 23 years ago, where I would get all kinds of people asking me for help, as we all often do, get people asking you for help for something. This is going wrong, or that's going wrong, or they've got this problem or whatever. And I remember being exhausted from the requests and from doing the work, which I wanted to do. I was just new in this area, and I wanted to help people, and I found I was getting sicker and sicker because I was exhausted all the time because I was using my personal energy. And then that's where I started, when these things happen, they always open doors to new opportunities. So what I began to realize is that there was a whole different way of doing this. Hey, Marilyn. Hi. So there's a whole different way of being able to do that for people. And I began to do what I call working alchemically field to field. So let's say someone says to me, "Oh, I'm not feeling very well." So the all of me in the universe and the all of them in the universe meets field to field, and I call it I zing them up. And again, it takes no energy from me to do that because it is the life force energy and power which is activating the field of them, the possibilities of them, the wellness of them, the rightness of them in some way. I almost don't even have to think it or direct it. It's a field to field alchemical engagement in which, boom. Now, I run a group called Miraculous Maestros, and we do consciousness innovation work. And so one of the things we do in that group is anybody in the group can put in a post and say, "Hey, this is happening. Can you zing it up for me?" It might be a potential for a new business. It might be a problem with their physicality. It might be someone in the family who's not well, or a need to resolve a court solution or something. There's a million different versions. And so our whole group is trained like this. And so what we do, they put in a post and we all go zing, like, like takes no effort, no energy. Not once in the whole, I'll say 2 years that we've been doing this, has anything not turned out optimally that they've asked for. Not once. I think that's really amazing because when you run with this life power of the energy of the universe in creation, you have a capacity to have limitless, unending energy. It's constantly flowing through you to be able to do what you do. Now, it doesn't mean you might not have quiet times or tired times or whatever. Of course we do. Of course you take time to like lay on the couch and watch TV and just do nothing. It's not like I'm always bouncing around kind of thing, but it gives me incredible capacity to be able to work with others in a way that's very different. That's why I call it alchemical power. Because I can do that with the earth, I can do that with the universe, I can do that collectively with the oceans of the world, with an individual, with a person, etc., etc. And it's really exciting to be able to do that. So let's give that a go, shall we? That piece. Okay, so think of somebody right now who might need your assistance with something good or help with something or whatever. I'm going to say pick a person who would love you to do that for them. Okay, and then you run that life power through you. Feel it bring you alive in every cell of you. You can feel your field expand and get all sparkling, zinging, full of energy, vitality. You can feel the power beginning to, it comes from within, but it's being activated and assisted by this life force power that's coming through you. And then you connect with that person, not as a person as you know them, but as a quantum field. You are a quantum field of possibility. They are a quantum field of possibility. And then you allow the life power to do its work with their field. And it's kind of like like I said, there's in life power, there is an inbuilt setting that puts it to optimal outcomes, new possibilities, high vibrational vitality, great well-being, even abundance. All that kind of comes with it. And you'll notice as you do it that, like, watch, I'll do it. So anybody who's watching, there you go. And you can see I can't keep the smile off my face when I do it. And as I finish, I'm like, I'm more full of energy than I was before. But you are then activated, just set into a whole new like vibrancy of possibility for the day, for the life, etc. It's so exciting. I just love working in the new energetics. I think it's just amazing. Hi, Diane. Yeah, she said it's just what I needed to hear today. Thanks. Brilliant. I love it. Yeah, makes a huge amount of difference to run in this way. And to me, this is the quantum evolution of our energetics. And by the way, it's always elevating to a new level. So even when I say this could be old in a month. You know, like I've been doing it for a long time now and it sure works for me, but I can see it quantum evolving all the time. And that is so exciting. That's what's amazing about our quantum becoming is nothing is static. You can't hold today what is tomorrow or the next day or a week from now or a year from now because it's so constantly ever changing, ever evolving, ever elevating to whole new levels of possibility. So I love it. Okay, everybody, that's it for today, day 5. I am loving doing this with all of you. I hope you're getting loads from it. Lots of love. Have a great weekend. Bye.